All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin. 3 is the sponsor that has left us, but this is our third stream in the space of less than 3 hours. Again, 3. Few people like Sai Krishna is saying lateness is greatness. Miz, no. Look, I'm really sorry. We're a bit late on this one. We are obviously running 3 streams today, so yeah, give us some slack, man.
I've lost count. For me, I've lost count.
Absolutely. Right now, honestly, for Ishan, probably in the last 12 hours, this is like the 5th stream. It's
I
mad.
don't know, I've lost count.
It's mad. It really is mad. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you smash the like button. We've got a lot to talk about for this particular matchup that's coming up against Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. Child of the Kings, you guys need a TV station. We really do. We need to run a TV station. This is a TV station. Chelsea Fanatic Talk Sport. Who told you that? I don't think it's been reversed. What's going on? Yeah, guys, I'm a bit confused as well with this one. Miz, at least some good news. Chelsea versus Real Madrid fixture reversed with Chelsea playing second leg at home. That gives more. Yeah. Okay. Can someone clarify this to me? Are we playing first or are we playing second home? Is the home leg first or is the home leg second? Because I'm confused. Many people are saying different stuff in the social media. Ishan, what are we doing?
Stamford Bridge first. I think so. It's Stamford Bridge first leg.
Okay.
I think
because
so.
A lot of people are saying Bernabeu first.
I think so. Apparently, what I've heard from the news is Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid both are not allowed to play home games first. I mean, they're not to play in their respective home grounds first. Both the Madrid team. That means Atletico are gonna have to fly to Etihad Stadium for the first leg, or Real Madrid have to come to Stamford Bridge for the first leg. That's what I've read.
You might have read right, because this is what it's saying. Official from UEFA. Chelsea will have to play at Stamford Bridge in the first leg of quarterfinals. Chelsea will play Manchester City or Atletico Madrid away in the first leg of the semi-finals should they beat Real. So first leg is at home, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Sai Krishna, with that quick update with PYS. Much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, smash the like button. We're going to have a lot of things to talk about for this match coming up. Smash the like button. I need those likes up immediately, well up to 30, nearly 30 people live right now. Get those likes up there. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well. And make sure you follow Ishan in his socials. The link is in the description. We're already over 30 people live. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up to 30 immediately. Let's get straight into this. Shingo, it's been a while, my man. Good to see you. What do you think about how far we can go in the Champions League this season, Miz, until semi-finals? Look, man, I'm hoping we can go all the way to the finals, and I'm hoping we can win it as well. I'm very confident we should be able to beat Real Madrid. No disrespect to Real Madrid. I think our team is quite confident to beat them. And then obviously Man City, Atletico Madrid. I'm thinking maybe Atletico Madrid could do a madness. And then if that's the case, we should be able to take Atletico Madrid. But you never know. If it's City, so be it. Who cares? Miz, did you see Eunice's mock draw? It was hilarious. He always does this mock draw. I find it very, very funny. Maybe we should try and do this next season. We'll see what happens. Okay, Ishan, let's get straight into this. Okay, we're going to talk about quite a few things. We'll talk about obviously the press conference. We'll talk about a little bit about the Champions League draw. If you guys have missed out on the live watch along, make sure you go and check that out. But we're going to talk about. Let's go to PYS's page because that's so up to date in terms of news. Yeah, this is the one that I want to talk about. A couple of things. Okay, so first of all, Sportsman understands members of Chelsea Muslim contingent, that includes N'Golo Kante, Antonio Rudiger, Hakim Ziyech, and Malang Sarr, would feel uncomfortable should the Ricketts family become owners of Chelsea FC. This is coming from Sami Mokbel and Mel Sport. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ricketts family are one of the contenders for the ownership for Chelsea. They have prepared a bid. but they've got issues. They have got history, and it's all over the social media. They've got history about being racist, and more specifically towards Muslims, and also they've got issues towards Asian people as well. I mean, I'm a Muslim. My background is from a Muslim background, and I personally don't want this. But at the same time, Roman was our owner, and I have to say, Roman has some background in terms of the Jewish background, and we know the Muslims in Palestine, what they have faced from the Jewish people in Israel. So, look, yes, it's a no from me, but which owner is actually good? Which owner is good? No owner is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. They will all have some issues. Yes, these guys have categorically come out and said they don't like Muslims. At least with Roman, it's not like that. It's just he's helping Israel out, and Israel's been in war with Palestine for years and years and years, over 100 years. And obviously, Palestine being Muslim, that's how the community looks at it. But at least Roman didn't categorically come out and say he hates Muslims. Ishan, how do you see this situation, bro? What do you make of this Ricketts family?
This is the same thing which I asked you in the last watch along as well. I think so. I've said that. What's up with this Ricketts family? Is it a straight no now? Because, like you said, Biz, and I agree to it as well. I don't think so. Any billionaire in the world is as clean as it it is picturized. You know what I mean? Every billionaire might have some stain. Some stains might come out publicly. Some stains don't. Some stains never come out publicly. You might never know what a person is up to. But when it comes to the Ricketts family, they've publicly come out and this.
I think that's the issue, isn't it, Ishan? They publicly came out and stated that,
and that I think so. That should have some adverse effect in this. I mean, listen, let's not get carried away. Our club also is associated with many personalities. I'm not going to name them, but our club also is associated with many personalities who are probably racist. But eventually they might not come out and project themselves as racist. Do you know what I mean? But these guys, the audacity of them coming out and actually saying these things, it takes a toll on the whole world. Do you know what I mean? And if they can, miss the thing here is, nobody is clean, and I agree to that fact. But then if they can come out and say these stuffs, I really don't know what's the next step and what can they actually think. What is their perception, what is their frame of mind? Do you know what I mean? And I even me, if I was in place of maybe Kante, Rudiger, Malang Sarr, not accepting.
You wouldn't want to stay. You wouldn't want to stay.
Listen, the fact that there has been a lot of racial sort of situations going on in the past history as well, not just our club, but in the whole Premier League. Do you know what I mean? But then still, coming out and saying this publicly, and you being a powerful freaking billionaire, it's like nobody's gonna stop you. That's some cocky attitude. Do you know what I mean? And that's taking a toll on people. Because it is just
100% agreed, man. 100% agreed. And then look, I hope that plays a big part of them not being a contender at all. I think the biggest contender at the moment is the Saudis, but there is some complications. We'll get to that. But next up, we want to talk about this. Jorginho speaks out. I believe that with everything that is happening, our group is getting even stronger. I'm feeling something that is making this group even more special. What it already is. This is with TNT Sport. Ishan, I've been feeling this, man, over the last 2 weeks. I feel like the world is against us. I feel like it is only making us stronger. It is making us united, keeping us together. This is why I feel, don't mess with us. We will hurt back. When a wounded animal is hurting, when a lion is hurt, that's when the lion is at its most dangerous. A hurting animal is when it's at its most threatening situation. I feel what Jorginho is saying. The players are hurting. They can see the fans are hurting. They can see the staff members are hurting, losing job through all these sanctions. And I think now they are fighting not just for themselves, but they're fighting for us, Ishan. Do you believe this statement as well from Jorginho?
Yes, man, I do believe that, and I think so. It keeps a check on people like, let's say, a Lukaku, who's going off tracks. You know what I mean? It keeps a check on those people, with some diverted passion, their intention is going on some adverse trajectory. It keeps those players in check, and I think so. Well said by Jorginho. I think the whole club realizes, the players realizes, the manager for sure realizes the fact that. The whole fraternity now has to come together, to make a stronger bond, or else things are going to be very difficult. Listen, financially we've been struck. There's no cash flow in, there's a lot of cash flow out. The players have to come together, not just perform every single week, probably twice or thrice a week, but then
Yeah.
also, help the club as a whole. Club might not have money for the traveling, but they have to bring out money from their own pockets to travel and make into matches, which the player are agreeing to be heard. Kai Havertz come out and say publicly he doesn't give a damn about it. He's ready to pay. He's ready to pay for the whole team, in fact, and that's what we want. That's how players increase their bond, increase their team chemistry. And I think so, very well said by Jorginho. Definitely, the way you said, an injured tiger, an injured lion, you wouldn't want to mess with, because now we're in a situation where it's more kind of like we've got nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said in previous streams as well, that the financial ban or the sanctions has brought out one positive, that is Thomas Tuchel is now fully independent to play the whole squad the way he wants, and that
Yes.
it is as simple as that. There was a burden, somewhat burden. I believe that 100% was a burden to play Romelu Lukaku before Roman got sanctioned, because there definitely was a price tag, below his name. Now
Mm.
Roman's gone. Financially, we're in the mud. A new one is going to come. We're going to start from zero. It does not matter what your price tag is, big man, because your money is gone to UK government. You know what I mean? Now the
Yeah.
new gunner is going to come in, and Thomas Tuchel is going to have that liberty to select his own team, and it all comes down to performance. Whoever performs well, whoever plays well, shows that improvement, stays in the team, plays for matches. If you don't, I'm sorry, you're benched. Tata, goodbye. And that's exactly what is happening. And we as a group are definitely improving, man.
Have to agree, man. Have to agree. We as a group are improving. We as a group are playing with a lot of desire, a lot of, you can tell there's some deep rooted passion, man, at the moment. And I hope this drives us. I really do. But I, at the same time, want this ownership situation to be sorted ASAP. I don't want to, linger around, but maybe might have to linger around for a little bit longer. Who should be Chelsea's next owners? An in-depth piece on the main three candidates so far: Bowley's consortium, Nick Candy, and Saudi Media, led by Al Khareji. This is a little bit of fantastic work PYS has done with Simon Phillips and CFC Daily. Please make sure you guys follow PYS on Twitter. He's so up to date with all the news. It's not even funny. Simon Phillips, as usual, and CFC Daily as well, who does madness. Who should be Chelsea's next owner? Be looking at the top three current candidate we know about. Candidate one, Todd Bowley consortium, which consists of Hans-Jörg Wyss and Jonathan Goldstein. By the way, Jonathan Goldstein is a Spurs fan, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want that sort of a flavor with Chelsea Football Club. But apparently these guys are a very, very good, contender for the ownership. As you can see, candidate number one, I don't know whether they mean they're the number one selection, but they are actually one of the leading sort of members moving into this ownership. Todd Bowley would be ahead of this bid, and he previously tried to purchase Chelsea in 2019, seeing a 2.2 billion rejected. So, this guy was always interested, which is very, very good to know. Jonathan Goldstein is a lifetime and committed Spurs fan who previously defended supporters use of the term revealed and changed his mind amid rising levels of anti Semitism. Number two candidate, ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Al Khariji, the chairman of Saudi Media Group. This is the bad boy that we all want, ladies and gentlemen, the Saudi money, Saudi Media Group. Now, the issue, however, ladies and gentlemen, with this situation is that we need to ensure, well, the Premier League needs to ensure, ladies and gentlemen, that they're not linked with the Saudi government, bin Salman. Not just because of a whole heap of humanitarian situation, which, let's be honest, the Premier League should not care because you allowed Newcastle to be there, you allowed them to be Newcastle's owners. So that shouldn't be the problem. But the problem, however, ladies and gentlemen, is even if there is some percentage of link with the Saudi media group, with Saudi government, then it becomes a conflict of interest. You can't have a particular owner owning Newcastle and owning Chelsea. You can't have the same owner owning two teams in the Premier League. So now the battle is Saudi Media Group has to prove that they actually have no link with bin Salman. And I don't know whether they can actually pass that test because this is Saudi Media Group, ladies. This is in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
How can you not be linked with the government, bin Salman? It'll be incredible, but I'm hoping they can find a way. And apparently they are trying their best to showcase that they're not linked. I mean, Ishan, how much have you read up on this and what's your thoughts on the whole Saudi Media Group?
Yeah, I think so. This thing was lurking right from the moment they had put up a bid for to buy Chelsea Football Club, and I think so. This was the first, let's say, sort of objection from the Rain Group, probably, that Saudi Media Group should not be linked to the Saudi Arabia government. But then again, come on, there's already a team in Premier League called Newcastle United who have direct owners as the Saudi government, Saudi Arabia government, right? The PIF or PIL fund, whatever that is. That is a direct source to government. So how did you allow that? And now, out of sudden, this is becoming a problem to you. But it is what it is. Saudi media are trying to prove that this is a private entity and it has no sort of linkage to the government, Saudi Arabia government. And like you said, Miss, it's difficult to prove that. And even if you do, I'm not sure if that has some sort of if the Rain Group are definitely going to believe that, because definitely the Boli and the Swiss American consortium, they had the first bid on Chelsea Football Club, and the relation with their relation with the UK government has been pretty much well, and that's why I think so. Even Nizar Kansela came out and said that the American and Swiss consortium are leading the race, regardless of Saudi media's bid. So, as things stands, I think so. You're right. The only thorn between Saudi media and Chelsea Football Club here is the linkage between them and the Saudi media government. Apparently, the problem is not from the UK government side. The problem, not even a problem. I think so. There's an obligation from, let's say, the Ryan Group or the Chelsea board, that they don't want any sort of political involvements in their owners.
I find it very funny, Ishan, that they've chose to do this now. Where was this when they were selecting Newcastle's ownership?
Yeah, I mean, no, that's a different entity, right? Newcastle is a different football club. They wouldn't mind political interference because their owner before this consortium was full of shit. Now they're getting a new rich owner. They're done with it.
Oh, so you're saying this is from a club's perspective, not from the government perspective? Okay.
Of course. Government has no say on it. Government should be fine if there's any sort of links from Saudi government or not. They don't give a shit about it. The problem is, since Roman Abramovich was a Chelsea owner, right, from these past 19 years, and he was a freaking politician, if you'd want to say straight away, apart from businessman. He was called as Putin's right hand. He's got some Israel links as well. All those
Yeah.
stories lurking around. So we knew the fact that Roman Abramovich had a huge political influence. And now, since Chelsea have come into a situation where this current situation, where Chelsea are being forced to get sanctioned, and everything that Chelsea are facing right now is maybe due to Roman Abramovich's involvement in the whole political field. Do you know what I mean? That has led to Chelsea's sanction at this point of time. Hence, Chelsea board and the whole Rain group are coming in forward and saying that we further don't want any sort of any owner who's sort of linked has a political
Yeah.
link. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because
Basically,
just
Chelsea don't
because
want to go through the same mess again.
same as again, just because Roman was linked politically, Chelsea board and Rain group are trying to ensure that there's no sort of political links, and that's why they came out and bluntly said that the biggest bidder is not the best bidder.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you're the biggest bidder. Uh,
Your image
First of
has to
all,
be good. Your image has to be
your
good.
your yeah your plans have to be good for CFC.
Yeah.
The vision has to be good. You have to prove yourself. You have to present yourself as a promising owner. Then the next thing is that you shouldn't have any sort of political linkages, because Roman had political linkages. We're in the mud now. You shouldn't have any sort of political linkages in order to avoid any sort of future similar circumstances. You know what I mean? And that's why Rain groups are trying to just ensure the fact that there's no political involvement in it. And that's why at the end the Saudi media group has to come out and prove that there's no sort of Saudi involvement in it, or else, miss, I think so the Saudi group's bid looks the most promising in terms of investment, in terms of the future plans, in terms of current plans, in some terms of infrastructure development, academy development, the players development. Everything looks promising. It's just this thorn where they have to
They
really
seriously have to prove that they're an absolute private entity and they've got no
yes,
links with the government. If
absolutely.
they can do that, then they should go. They should be the leading contender. Fraser saying someone at the club should be sacked if pick wrong owners. Look, my man, no one from the club is helping with this election. It's the Rain Group. They are the ones who are doing this transaction on behalf of Roman Abramovich. So no one in the club has actually got any say as to who the owner should be. This is the thing about the Saudi Media Group, ladies and gentlemen. The main thing for Saudi Media Group will be proving that they do not have ties to the government, alongside having to get past the fit and proper person test from the Premier League. And I think this is what Ishan was saying a few days ago as well, that this is probably why he doesn't think Saudis, it'll be very difficult. They need to prove that they're not linked to the government. Sai Krishna is saying, Ms. E.S. Grimes, who announced the Havertz to Chelsea and Lukaku to Chelsea first, has already come out and said the Saudis are leading and the others are just hoping to get it. Look, yeah, Grimes has got things wrong as well. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I want the Saudis, but I can't jump up and down right now and thinking that it is going to be them. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the last day for the bids to come through. So very soon we shall see, who gets into the act. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is candidate number 3, Nick Candy. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste too much time on Nick Candy. These guys are a joke. They don't even have the money. They really don't. I feel like saying that Rock's line, well, the Rock says this: shine it up real good, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up the candy ass. That's what I feel about when I see Nick Candy, ladies and gentlemen. The other one that I keep thinking about is what's his name? 50 Cent song. I take it to the candy shop. I let you lick my lollipop. Do you know what I mean? I can't take this guy for seriously, really. So I'm not going to waste too much time.
Nick Candy means solely he won't be able to take over Chelsea for sure, because
he doesn't have the money.
He doesn't have the money. He needs people alongside him. Apparently, did you hear that news? That John Terry as well has his bid on Chelsea Football Club. On
What?
one of
John Terry?
yes, You didn't hear the
with his
news?
NFTs. Is he selling
Oh
his
my
NFTs?
God! Let me just read it out to
Bro,
you.
John Terry is on some madness, man. He needs to stop.
John Terry and apparently there's another sportswoman. Yeah, there you go.
What?
Breaking. John Terry and former women's star Claire Rafferty are fronting up a 250 million pounds consortium called True Blue in an attempt to buy a 10% stake in Chelsea.
What's 10? Everyone seems to be creating a consortium. Live chat. Do you want to create a consortium with myself and Ishan? Maybe we build a consortium, put all our money together. Maybe we get 0.0000001% stake at Chelsea with a combined total of 1,000 USD. Let's see if we can raise that. I mean, these people, what are they thinking, man? Shubha Jyotira, even Simon Phillips said that same thing. Saudis are leading according to his sources. Look, I'm very happy. I'm ecstatic. I want Saudis to win this.
All
I
right, so
don't want to get
Simon Phillips
disappointed.
and Nizar Kansela are on the same page.
Seems like, bro. Matt Law on the other side is the other side of the coin. Matt Law is the other side of the coin. He is going towards Todd Bowley and Hans Jorg, the Swiss American Swiss consortium. That is the flavor. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea will play the winner of Manchester City, Atletico Madrid in the semi-finals of Champions League if they get past Real Madrid. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've missed out on the live show watch along, do check that out. We did have the watch along for the Champions League draw, and we also had the watch along for the Europa League draw, so do catch that. We won't spend too much time on this because most of the information is over there, but just some quick conversation on this. I am very confident, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very confident. From what I saw, Real Madrid versus PSG, I kid you not, 75% of the match, PSG controlled it. It was right at the end where Real Madrid did the trick. Real's got big issues on their fullback position, just like us. And their midfield, yes, it's fantastic, but it can be outrun. It can be outrun. And if we outrun them, our entire team runs them out by pressing, which we should, I feel like we've got a lot. Yes, they've got Benzema. Yes, they've got Vinicius. But we as a unit work a lot better. So I'm confident. And then after that, it's Man City, Atletico. Look, I think Atletico could do a bit of a trick on Man City. If not, it is what it is. It's Man City. I'm happy to play them. We do have the hardest path to the final. And if we do win it, it will be the hardest way to win it. Hardest way. Real Madrid, Man City or Atletico Madrid, then Bayern Munich or Liverpool, considering they go through. Ishan, your thoughts? Just your quick thoughts on drawing Real Madrid, I suppose.
Yeah, look, like I said in our watch along as well, it could have been worse. It could have been easier, but we are somewhere just in the middle. I cannot say it's the toughest or hardest. Yeah, it is hard. It's not easy. We're playing the mighty Real Madrid. The greatest team to ever step foot in Champions League. And it's gonna be difficult, but then it's not gonna be.
I
It could
like
have
this
been
comment
worse.
as well, Ishan. I like this comment.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this the I've told that relentless times that I am not a tad bit scared about Real Madrid. I was not a tad bit scared about uh, Atletico Madrid or maybe let's say Bayern Munich as well. To be very honest, but then what I'm saying here and what I mean here is could have been worse. We could have drawn Man City. We could have drawn Liverpool. We could have drawn Bayern Munich as well, which we didn't want, right? We could have gone on to draw Man City or Liverpool and then gone ahead in semi-finals to draw Bayern Munich. I'm saying the part could have been more hard than it actually is right now. Now we're facing Real Madrid. It is tough, I know, but it is what it is. When we move, uh, Real Madrid. We've beaten them last season at Champions League. They're very much defeatable. Look at the last match against PSG. PSG dominated more than three and a half
Yeah.
halves of the game, and it was just a mere 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay and individual Benzema brilliance that took Real Madrid on the other side of the river, and now we've drawn with Real Madrid. So I think so. It's going to be a good match, but we definitely, if we come, if our players actually click on the day, no chance for Real Madrid on both the
Yeah,
ties. Mark my words.
100% agreed. And you know what the crazy part is, live chat? Yes, PSG was in control for 75% of the match, for entire, like the two ties, but even PSG didn't look good. So can you imagine if we play good and control it, Real Madrid shouldn't really have an opportunity with us. They really shouldn't. Marva here with a really good comment. Miss Real Madrid never beaten Chelsea in their whole history. So, it is long. It's long. If we have to draw a big team today, I'll take an Eden Hazard reunion. I mean, look, this man, Eden Hazard, get ready to get knocked out once again. Left our club to go to Real Madrid to win the Champions League. And it's going to be very, very good to see him get knocked out twice. And it just proves that the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. The grass isn't greener on the other side of the coin. That's my saying. PYS is here, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for the man, PYS. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not following, make sure you follow Mr. PYS. New bidder, if you scroll up. Okay, let's get to this. We'll get back to some of these talks over here because there's a lot more news that I want to go through from PYS.
Is PYS gonna talk about John Terry? I hope not.
No, I hope it's not John Terry, but it looks like it's some. Let's read this up. Exclusive. CNP Sports Group and Hana Financials Group are bidding. Catalina Kim, CNP CEO. We are preparing our bid. There has never been investment into a top-tier football club made by a South Korean capital before. All the way from Seoul. It's time for a change. Whoa. It's time for a change. South Korea, they are going big. It's from Jacob Steinberg, who I do not appreciate too much, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be honest. I don't really like Jacob Steinberg. But this is the lady, South Korea. They're into the bid. I'm not surprised. Chelsea Football Club is an exclusive brand. Yeah, it's an absolute exclusive brand. So, and this is the thing. Apparently, there's about a dozen new bidders or a dozen other bidders that we don't know about. Hasn't been published. We know about Todd Bowley. We know about the Saudis. We know about Ricketts family. There is at least a dozen that we still don't know. PY is saying, hopefully we get some late bids, big bids as well. Yeah. Ishan, thoughts on South Korea coming into the frame? Maybe Son to Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Son to Chelsea, Huang to Chelsea, you know what I mean? Where has this come from? This came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I did not expect that. But, do you think, Miss, their bid is going to overtake the Swiss American Consortium or the Saudi Media Group?
Bro, South Korea got a lot of money, bro. South Korea's got a lot of money. They're loaded.
You think so?
Yeah, they got money, bro. They're very smart and they got a lot of money. I don't know how much their net worth is. Exclusive.
Definitely not more than the Saudis, right? The Saudi Media Group.
Yeah, Saudis probably have a lot more money. Yeah.
But I've seen the Asian owners sometimes fall due to some difficult economic times. You know what I mean? If you see the recent pandemic, Inter Milan's owners, they were apparently Chinese owners, and they fell out. They had to sell Conte, Lukaku, and whatnot. They were kind of struggling as well. So it seems like.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Oppa Gangnam Style. This man.
But I don't think so. They're gonna have a strong bet. PYS let us know if there's any strong news regarding this. But then I feel like still the American consortium, let's say, highly unfortunately, but then I think so. They're leading the race at the moment, and it's going to be difficult. Listen, they're a late bidder, the Korean group, and I'm not sure if they've had much interaction with the Rain group. Do you know what I mean?
Who knows?
Let's
bro?
see what
Who
happens.
knows? I mean,
yeah, who knows as well.
There's a lot of bidders, as I said, that we haven't heard about. So.
Yeah. Apparently, what's the count? Is it around 24, 25, something?
30,
bidders?
apparently up to 30.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, wow. Bro. Who doesn't want to buy Chelsea Football Club, man? It's an exclusive brand, Ishan. It's all
Yeah,
over the world. Like,
yeah.
if
Really
you
can't
run it,
wait to see three and the other, the
yeah,
Sparry match and
they
all
need to f
in a
off.
month.
They really need to f off. But yeah, it's all over the world. If you run it well, you can make it profitable. You really can. So and obviously the stadium work needs to happen. We need to earn a lot more money through our stadiums. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is another news that's floating around. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like buttons. I need the likes to go up to 100 plus immediately. Get the likes up, bump the likes up, which will only promote this video to more fans out there. Get those likes up immediately if you're enjoying this conversation, the interaction. If you're here for the first time, subscribe as well, hit the bell notification. This is our third stream in less than 3 hours, covering every bit of news just for you guys. So make sure you do that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is another news that's flying around, which it seems
But
like
Miz,
United
just
fans.
to pause you there, and I'm
Yeah,
sorry to pause you there,
yeah,
just
bro.
to rewind a little bit and ask you about this new bid.
Hmm.
Would you prefer the Koreans ahead of Todd Bowley and the Swiss American consortium?
I I don't know, bro, because I don't know much about these Koreans, and I don't know what their intentions are, how they want to run the club. Um, at least with Todd Bowley, I've heard that they are keen to do work on the stadium. They are keen to make fans involved with the club. They may not spend, lavishly, but maybe Ishan, they may have a same look like the Liverpool owners. We may be run like Liverpool. So it may not all be bad. It may not all be bad with Todd Bowley. Um, with the South Korean ones, Ishan, I seriously, this is the first I'm seeing them today, and I don't. And this South Korean bidder, they've mentioned they've never owned a football club. So, do they know how to run a football club? Do you know what I mean? At least with Todd Bowley,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
owned other clubs like LA Dodgers and whatnot, like sporting clubs. So, yeah, I'd probably go with Todd Bowley, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, Tuchel just shut down United rumors. Do you feel me less committed? I said many times I love working for Chelsea. This club has everything here to make me happy. There are plenty of reasons for me to stay here. And he said it, guys, many times in the press conference today that he said, all I hope is the new owners, they come in and hopefully they're here to win. Hopefully the new owners just wants to win. And he said it, Chelsea Football Club, best facilities, great training ground, good players, good staff, good global branding, great place to be. As soon as a very, somewhat of a decent owner comes in, there shouldn't be an issue. Man United fans, I don't know where this rumor came out, who started these publications and whatnot, that, Thomas Tuchel could be interested to go to United. Why would you go to United? That club is a broken club. I think it's even worse than PSG. That club has issues from top to bottom to all the players. Their players talk too much in social media. Marcus Rashford,
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes,
Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba. Look at what's gone on with Mason Greenwood. Can you imagine if Thomas Tuchel was the manager of that football club? Yes, there's already so much issues with us, but being a manager of that football club, I think would be so difficult. So difficult. And their players are so disoriented, disengaged, and disorganized. It's mad. Why Thomas Tuchel would ever even think about leaving Chelsea to go there? We are just waiting for an owner to come in, and then it should hopefully be happy days again. I mean, Ishan, this is quite mad. The whole Man United rumor, yeah.
Yeah, this is mad, and I really don't know where this has come from. I think so. The fan base have talked too much, and it just become a hype. You know what I mean? And I just think so. It's a hype, and definitely Thomas Tuchel is committed towards Chelsea Football Club, and in fact, we're blessed to have Thomas Tuchel, especially in this tough times. Or else, if should we have a different manager other than Thomas Tuchel at this tough time, especially? we would have gone. I don't think so. We would have performed the way we performed. Uh,
Mm.
since we got sanctioned. So definitely all goes down to Thomas Tuchel and the way he's been managing things. Not just performance on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. The way he's handled, and I think so. Man United fans are, especially Man United, they're just jealous. They know the fact that they're not gonna get a quality manager that they like. Definitely they're gonna uh, have Pochettino or Ten Hag, which they are not sure at the moment that are
By
they
the
the
way,
right
Ishan,
person.
I was
Yeah.
watching Mark Goldbridge and he was talking about Pochettino. He's like, Pochettino is the selection that Man United board's going to go with because Pochettino is a serial bottler. Pochettino, will ensure that all of these players are having a argument with him. He will lose the dressing room. Pochettino is a yes man, and Pochettino will make sure that he manages to come top four, and the expectation is not there to win any trophies. Pochettino doesn't know how to win trophies. I was like, wow, mad. Like he really doesn't want Pochettino. I think that he
and
wants Ten Hag.
and I think so. It's true, but I think so. Even if Man United fans want Stan Hag, uh, let's be honest, they do not know the fact that is he the exact right person to manage the dressing room. You know what I mean? In terms of gameplay, he might be good, but in terms of man management, you gotta manage personalities like a freaking Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean?
It's too much, bro. It's too much.
Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, who's good for nothing. You know
By
what
the
I mean?
way, Thomas Tuchel ran away from this in PSG. Too many big names to,
Yeah,
try and tackle.
exactly. He publicly came out and said that it was difficult for him to manage those players. You know what I mean? That their ego was too much, and it was above the football club. It was difficult to manage that club from individual to individual, and it was like Thomas Tuchel had to take care more, off the field as well. He had to take care more, so it was too much for him. But at Chelsea, it's quite sorted. But Man United, it resonates similar to what PSG is, and I think so. You're spot on. These big names, and that's why I think so. Man United fans and the whole media running Man United agenda have got no other options because they know the fact that Pochettino might sound good, might sound hefty, but he might not be the right man to take them over the bridge. Do you know what I mean? And
Mm.
Ten Hag, yes, he plays some sexy football, might win games here and there, but is he the actual man
And he
to
might not work out for Man United, like with the players. Like he needs Ajax type
exactly
of players. Do you know what I
right?
mean?
Right? Those players who would humbly listen to him. Do you know what I mean? If Ten Hag says do this, you better do this, and if you don't, it's a problem for you.
Yeah.
That's the way you manage stuff, and that's the way he's been managing in Ajax. In Man United, you gotta freaking manage Ronaldo, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire in the same
Too
dressing
much, too
room.
much, too
It's
much.
too much.
It actually is too much. Ladies and gentlemen, get your pens out. We are ready to mark this essay from David De Gea. He submitted the essay for his whatever university course that he's doing. Yet another Man United player coming out and writing essays. Yesterday we had Marcus Rashford. Day before, God knows who. Tomorrow could be Paul Pogba. It's mad. It's mad.
What's happening, Miz? I don't understand. What's wrong with these players?
I think these players are more interested to write essays than to do well in the football field. But let's get ready. I got my pen out. Let's try and read this. David De Gea, it's taken me a few days to be able to talk about my...
Now pause, Miz, pause.
Yeah. Are you
Pause.
getting your marker? Everyone, let's get the markers out.
Pause.
We're going to mark
No.
this.
Yeah.
Yep, you got the glasses out. The
Go
man. The man is serious. It's taken me a few days to be able to talk about my intense disappointment from the Champions League exit. Seems like there's too much gap between the two lines. -1 mark for there. Between the paragraphs. We didn't do enough over the 2 games, but this is on us. We must use this as energy to improve ourselves. There's commas. Okay, well, you get the mark back. To learn, another comma. To achieve and challenge again. This is all we can do in this tough moment. I have said many times that we are far away from where we want to be, but we as players will go again for the remaining Premier League. Look, good punctuality, good grammar usage, usage of capital letters in the right spots. I would give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. I
No,
just
no,
didn't like
I think
there's
so.
too much gap between the
Yeah, I think so.
paragraphs.
He forgot the justification. I think so. I'll
Oh
give it a 7.
yes, the justification should have been aligned.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? 7.5 out of 10. That's my score for that one. What a joke! This club is a joke, man. This club is a joke. Honestly,
Oh my
disgusting club,
god.
bro. Disgusting club. Um, it's mad. It's mad. Tuchel on the new Chelsea owners. Hopefully, they love winning. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the big talk.
Because you know why,
Hopefully, they
Miss?
love
He
winning.
knew the fact that regardless of everything, Roman loved winning. And that was his only motivation.
Yes.
That's how
Yes.
Chelsea Football Club became what it is at this point of time.
100% agreed, man. Ishan, that was the biggest factor. With Roman Abramovich, 1.5 billion in debt, ladies and gentlemen. The man did not care about money. The man cared about winning now. And that should be the biggest factor. Jake Forrest, the other side of the coin. The Korean group last year's revenue was $11 billion. Wow, that's good revenue. What was the net profit? Let me know the net profit. But obviously, very, very big revenue. I cannot disagree. Spelling error, I didn't see any spelling error, but if there was, well, there's another mark off. Okay, enough fun and games with that one. But yeah, this is great, I suppose, message from Thomas Tuchel to the new owners, and I hope it goes that way. We've done the official, we're playing the first leg, and we've done that. And yes, PYS has done some madness again. 10.7 billion net worth, 423 billion in assets. This is the Koreans, ladies and gentlemen. 10.7
Wow.
billion net worth. So they got money. They're
Wow.
teaming up with CNP Sports Group, who are a sports company based on Fulham Road. Okay. Well, there you go. You know, someone very interested, and seems to have the money. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I did want to show. There was another Lukaku news. I don't know if that was from Nizar. We'll do that one, and then we'll start doing the team selection. Meanwhile, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you keep smashing the like button. Get those likes up to well over 100.
Meanwhile, Shubhrajyoti says it's an advice for me to keep the specs on. There you go. There you go.
Why not,
Just for
bro?
you.
Why not? There was a talk about, where did I see this? Maybe I saw it in Absolute Chelsea. There was something about Lukaku. I need to show this to you guys.
What do you want to talk about that man?
No. It was something very, very interesting from Thomas Tuchel. You'll like it.
Okay.
Just need to find out where it is.
Meanwhile, Zach says, I hope the club would have been sold until the UCL first leg. Yeah, of course, or else it'll be difficult for us to fly to Santiago Bernabeu. You know what I mean? That's my concern now. How do we fly to Santiago Bernabeu? Players will have to get their pockets out. Individual financials.
It's crazy days, bro. It's crazy days. Ah, man, where is it?
A
Something
few
about
guys,
Lukaku.
Waylon says he's pretty sure that it's either going to be Saudi Media Group or the Burleys.
Guys, let me know if you found. Yeah, Sai Krishna, you're my man. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, wherever you are, standing ovation. Get up right now. Stand up. I will stand up as well.
I'm on my bed. I can't stand up, but
Standing ovation for Sai Krishna. This is the one that I was trying to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back over here. Actually, let's just bring it back down here. A couple of other things that I wanted to actually show as well. Give me 1 second. But we'll talk about this comment. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to make sure that, yeah, Chris Wilder stuff. Yeah, we'll check that out. Okay, Sai Krishna. Chelsea's Romelu Lukaku carries himself with the personality of a footballing superstar, with Thomas Tuchel finding the Belgians somewhat difficult to manage, also down to tactical problems. Sai Krishna, can you tell me where you got this from? Is this from Nizar? It might have been from Nizar. But anyway, Ishan, I think this is from a particular journalist, and it might be from Nizar. What do you think about this comment, man? Lukaku carries himself with the personality of a footballing superstar, with Thomas Tuchel finding the Belgium somewhat difficult to manage, also down to tactical problems. Thoughts?
Yeah, this is spot on, man. This is spot on. Whoever said it, I think so, is a genius of a guy. Of course, that man has that ego that he's some kind of a superstar. He thinks he's a Drogba for Chelsea. He's not. Forget about Drogba. He's a shoelace specialist for Chelsea. I don't
Shoelace
know.
specialist.
I don't know if
Shoelace
you
specialist.
can, and if you're anywhere near Drogba's knees level as well, man, and there's no way you can compare that. And he carries that sort of ego. You know what I mean? And it's difficult to manage. For sure, it is. If a person, if a if a football player who's been bought in a football club for 100 million pounds, record being broken, banks being broken for this guy, lots of expectation before coming to the club, huge expectation. You come up to the club, few injuries here and there, few post starts, a bit sluggish start. You freaking set up your own interview and start whining about your ex club, and start depreciating your performance, and do not show the passion whatsoever for your current club. It's not good. Of course, it's difficult to manage a player like that. Who gave you the permission to do these kind of stuff? Have some sort of character, man. Have some sort of responsibility. You're nowhere near a footballing superstar, man. As far as your Chelsea career is considered, you're just a big fluke. You're just a big fluke.
Yeah.
As quick as you learn, this is good for you, or else you'll have to go out, my man. And you know what the best part is, miss? The new owners, the 100 million pounds that he's cost, nothing went out for the new owners from the new owners pocket, right?
Yeah.
They won't think twice before selling this guy if he's becoming some sort of liability. Why? 100 million pounds is just a one time investment, but the 300k per week, that's a recurring expense for the owners. Do you know what I mean? That 300k per week has to be given to him regardless, uh, which is due to his contracts and long-term contract with Chelsea. That has to be given regardless if he plays or not. So why would the new owner keep a liability like a Romelu Lukaku, who eats up 300k per week but does nothing, nothing good, but it's just good at tying shoelaces? Why would he keep him? Why would a new owner keep him?
Expected shoelace tying. How many expected shoelace tying has he done?
I
Expected
don't know.
thumbs up. Expected shoelace tying.
Expected
my
shoelace
God.
tie is near about two ties per game, and maybe thumbs up is like, why, I don't know, man, 17 to 20
17 thumbs up.
per game. And it's mad. And I think so that has been a good sign for us. Do you know what I mean? Guys like
Yeah.
Lukaku, guys like Werner, it's not performing whatsoever. New owner won't think twice before letting them out, because why would a new owner give a 300k per week to someone like Lukaku? 200, or I don't know how much Werner is on, 200, 250k per week.
Well, Werner's on
One.
250k as well, man.
250K,
And Lukaku's
there
on
you go.
350.
350k, 250k for doing nothing, warming the bench and tying shoelaces, giving thumbs up, and Timo Werner. I don't know what.
But Timo Werner's first touch, do you remember that one? I think it's still
Wow.
moving till today, 5 days later.
Oh yeah.
It's
Still moving in
it's
the.
orbiting the world at the moment, orbiting the earth.
The new owners won't think twice before selling these guys, because it's too much, man. It's too much. They're doing nothing, and they do not bring any goodness to the team. You know what I mean? Better improve. You've got time in hand. Believe me, you've got time in hand. It's a message to you, Lukaku and Werner. You've got time in hand. Better improve in the days to come, or else a new owner would come and definitely watch your ass in the transfer window.
Chopped.
You're gonna be gone.
Chopped off. The new owners will chop you off. I mean, this guy, the audacity. He thinks he's a footballing superstar. Who do you think you are, Romelu Lukaku? Humble yourself. And I remember Romelu Lukaku was saying, why am I not in the conversation with Messi and Ronaldo? Wash your mouth, Romelu Lukaku, with soap.
with
Disgusting
some
attitude.
Nirma detergent. That might help.
Nirma detergent, bro. Disgusting attitude. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. I just want to quickly showcase a couple of other ones. A couple of other comments. Chris Wilder, perhaps the millionaire footballers should club together and chuck a couple of quid in to hire their own private jet. They're on possibly 100K a week. They'll get up here. Yeah, Chris Wilder, keep talking the yap, bro. Keep talking it up because it only fires us up and it only means that we should whoop your candy ass, Nick Candy ass. And lay the smackdown on you guys, hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, this, I have to say though, we need to take Middlesbrough seriously. We shouldn't be complacent here. Middlesbrough has beaten Spurs. They've beaten Man United. I know you guys are going to say, well, who cares? They're rubbish teams, but still, they've beaten them. This is the FA Cup quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. We're not mucking around anymore. FA Cup quarterfinals. Whoever wins this moves into semi-finals, of course. And Middlesbrough are a very decent team, as you can see. They've beaten Birmingham recently 2-0. At a 0-0 versus Millwall. They got beat by Sheffield United 4-1. Beat Luton 2-1, and Luton gave us a bit of a match, if I'm being honest. Beat Spurs 1-0. Got beaten by Barnsley. Look, what are they in the table? Seventh. Luton was fifth. Okay. Look, we should be the favourites, of course. I don't want to take them lightly, to be honest. I don't want to be one of those teams feeling like, oh, we're going to get eliminated by them. I'm confident, but at the same time, I don't want to be complacent. Ishan, how you feel about Middlesbrough, bro?
They're on a mad run when it comes to cup ties. They've knocked out Spurs. They've knocked out United. They're on a mad run. And when it comes to one-off cup ties, teams like Middlesbrough are dangerous, man. We cannot just be overconfident. Do you know what I mean? And we'll have to watch out. Next thing is that, due to lack of Chelsea fans around the stadium, it'll be full of Middlesbrough fans. I think so. It's just apparently 500 Chelsea fans and near about 30,000 Middlesbrough fans. You won't hear a single chant for Chelsea, and that's where there's going to be a huge difference, right? So I just hope that we don't lose our focus. You know what I mean? These teams are very, very clumsy at times, tricky, difficult to deal with in one-off cup ties, and that's exactly Middlesbrough what they might expect. I hope we keep our composure, we keep our focus, keep that intensity high, up and running. We most importantly, the point that you said in our last match watch along, we should not wait for them to score and then us to get pumped up and then come back. Do you know what I mean? Our intensity has to be right up there from minute one.
We can't concede. We can't concede first, and then it's find ourselves on a comeback. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the intensity has to be there right from minute one, and I think so. We'll have to play with the strongest team. It doesn't matter because after that we'll be going for an international break, so it doesn't matter. Play with the strongest team. Get rid of Middlesbrough, slap them 4-0, 5-0. I don't care, but I hope that we just get through these guys.
No, that's what I hope as well, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Middlesbrough looks like. They play with the three at the back as well. So I'm thinking we're going to play three at the back. Connolly Balogun is that Arsenal player. Neil Taylor. I think he's...
Check out the formation against Spurs and Man United. Yes. I think so. That might give you much more of an somewhat idea.
Yeah, there you three go. At the back. Paddy McNair. Is Paddy McNair the Man United academy player?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know who Fry is. I don't know who Jack Steele is. Jones, Crooks, Howson. I think Howson is a good player. Tavernier is a good player as well, I think. Neil Taylor. I think this is the guy who played for Swansea a long time ago. Could be him. What more? Sprout? Look, yeah. Some of these players, I don't know who they are, but I hope we do the trick. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now here doing the formation, the lineup. This is where things get very, very interesting. Let me know what your thoughts are as well. Ishan, I think we're going to play three at the back, man. We barely play four at the back. You agree?
Yeah.
We're going to play three because
Yes,
Middlesbrough are
yes.
going to play with three.
Yes, yes. Three at the back for sure. No two ways
Okay.
about it.
Goalkeeper, Kepa or Mendy? I think it'll probably be Kepa, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. It will be Kepa, isn't it?
I think Mendy will probably take a back seat
Probably
on this
this
one.
might be one of the very last matches for Kepa in this season because I don't know, after things go difficult, maybe we draw a tough opponent in the next round. Not sure if
Definitely Kepa's not playing
Kepa.
in the Champions League against Real Madrid. It won't
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
Kepa. So,
Of course, right? So the
so
only
you're right. Maybe,
competition left is FA Cup, right?
yeah, maybe you're right. These will be some of the final matches that Kepa plays, I suppose. Even in the Premier League, I'm pretty sure Mendy will play most of them. Um, Ishan, I'm going with a strong team, bro. Like this is the last game before international break, FA Cup quarterfinal. I'm not looking to rest any of the big names. I am going with Rudiger.
Mm,
I am going with Silva.
go for the kill, baby.
I'm going for the kill, bro. I'm not. I think, guys, let me know in the live chat what's the latest on Christensen. I'm not sure if he's ready. I know with Reece James and Hudson-Odoi, Thomas Tuchel said in the press conference that yes, they're back training, but they may not be ready for this match. So they won't be ready for this match. Christensen could be the same situation. So if that's the case, Chalaba, do you agree?
Is Chalobah is Chalobah ready as well? I mean, I heard that
Eh, I don't think
he
he's
had
injured.
some
Is he injured?
nibble. I heard that.
I mean,
But if Christensen's not ready, I think so they'll probably get Chalobah ready by until and unless we play Middlesbrough.
did Chalaba have an injury in the last game?
If not, then I think so. It's good to start with Chalobah, right? I think so.
Yeah, HS season is saying is Chalaba is ready. Chalaba will play. Yeah, I'm going with Chalaba, man. I'm going with Chalaba. Jeff Knightley, I so hope we absolutely slap Middlesbrough up, teach them to talk trash to European champs. Exactly, man. These Middlesbrough, I know we did a bit of a dirty on them with the playing the match in closed doors, but there was a tactic behind that. There was a tactic behind that, but it is what it is. I am going with. I know Alonso was not completely fit. He was a little bit sick, so I don't know if I should throw him in again. Play a match against Lille, somewhat of a decent game. I'm I don't like Saul. Will Kennedy get an opportunity, Ishan? What's your
I think
thoughts on this
so.
one?
I think so. Saul's gonna get the opportunity, Miz.
He's tested positive, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry. You lost that track. So, what do you think, Malangsar?
I don't
Or we
think.
go with the conventional evergreen Alonso?
Um, I don't know if I want
Kennedy's
to.
not. I'm sure Kennedy's not getting.
You're absolutely sure Kennedy's not getting a
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. Not Kennedy for sure. Has to
Sar
be
is
between
not.
Sar and uh, Marcus Alonso.
Sar is not really a wing back. That's the issue.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Where have we landed ourselves, Miz? We either have Alonso or Sar to play in the left wing back position.
it's mad, bro. I think we'll just have to stick with Alonso. Some people are saying Kennedy, but ladies and gentlemen, I highly doubt I think Kennedy is just here to have a holiday. Um,
Yeah.
the man was probably having too much of a holiday in Brazil and said, "Yeah, come to Chelsea and have less of a holiday."
Let's have a
Uh,
holiday.
but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think in this side it has to be Aspilicueta. That there is no other option. Do you
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah, of course. Regime's not ready. And I think so. Aspilicueta is the only option as well. In the right hand side as well. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we have any other. By the way, what's so wet about you, Abdul?
Wet like a.
What's so wet about you?
What's so wet, bro? Come on, bro. What's so wet about you? I feel like one of these midfielders will be Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ishan.
You think so? Mm,
Or do you think Kovacic will? Oh, by
I
the
think so.
way, live
Kovacic.
chat. Did Kovacic get injured, or was it just a tactical change against Lille?
No sort. Oh yeah, no sort of Kovacic injury news. I think so. It was a
There
tactical
wasn't.
change.
Yeah, there wasn't any Kovacic injury news.
Yeah, it
Um,
was a tactical change.
Who's your double pivot, Ishan?
I'll go with Kovacic and Jorginho.
Jorginho Kovacic or Jorginho Kante? Kovacic Kante?
No, Kovacic has to be there. Kovacic has to be there, and just to say that I'm trying to save Kante. Uh, I don't want him to get injured whatsoever. You know what I mean? Maybe Kante can come in the second half. But what's your thoughts? What's your thought? You're just implanting my thoughts there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on this one, Ishan. I want to
What
play
I'm thinking
Kante.
is, first of all, what I'm thinking here is, Miss, I don't think so. Will be even 1% complacent with this. I don't think so. We'll go full force, and that's why uh, the selection pecking order should be between Kovacic, Kante, and Jorginho. So what's
Yeah,
your
so it
thought
shouldn't.
behind it?
So it shouldn't. Yeah. So what you're saying is it wouldn't be Ruben Loftus-Cheek and all those
Yeah,
players. Like they
I
shouldn't be there.
think so.
Okay.
We'll go full force.
Yeah, Kante played full match against Lille, so I guess he can come off
And
the
and we
bench.
should as well, Miss. I really don't know how. Few guys in the live chat and other Chelsea fans as well are disregarding uh, Middlesbrough. Do you know what I mean? I think so. We'll have to go with full force, man. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm not.
it's the last game before
For
international
two
break.
weeks. For 2 weeks.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
and Middlesbrough has been moving mad in the FA Cup tie. They'll be they'll have their morale boosted, high on confidence. I think so. We'll have to keep our guards on. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm selecting them.
I have to agree, bro. I have to agree. We should go full throttle here, and should be between Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante. Kante had a full game against Lille. Maybe relax a little bit. Maybe come on the second half and play some minutes. Kovacic, Jorginho. I'll stick with that. I'll stick with Kovacic, Jorginho. And Jorginho hasn't played a lot of games recently, so he can play. And Kovacic as well. Obviously being hooked off at half time. I'm pretty sure Kovacic would not have liked that one bit, but I don't think it was completely Kovacic's fault. It was just the fact that that three-man midfield just wasn't working against Lille. It's not the right way to play. Um, Up front, Lukaku doesn't get an opportunity, does he?
I wouldn't give him. What's your thoughts?
I wouldn't give him either. I need to win this game.
There you
I need
go.
to win this game.
Yeah.
Win this game, man. And no Werner either up front. I need to win this game. Have it up front. Callum Hudson-Odoi is injured, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going with Pulisic. I don't want to see Werner. I really don't want to see Werner. I'm going with Pulisic. And this one's tough because I love Hakim Ziyech and I want Ziyech to play. But Thomas Tuchel seems like he's sort of working Ziyech up again. And,
Slowly and steadily.
slowly and steadily, and Mason Mount gets games. But look, I'm going with Ziyech. Mason Mount had a terrific game off the bench. He really did against Lille. I mean,
So
that's my
there's another
selection.
possible
Ishan, what's your
combination,
selection?
Gomez. I think so. There's another possible combination. If you want to keep Ziyech, you can maybe put Mount in place of Pulisic. If you want to keep Mount,
Yeah.
or yeah, you can have Mount Ziyech Havertz, or you can have Pulisic Ziyech Havertz, or the third combination is Pulisic Ziyech Havertz and Mount. That's the three possible things.
I want to keep Pulisic, Ishan, because he deserves now. I think he's been putting on some performances. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to give him the opportunity.
I think so. I
But I
agree
hear
with
you.
this
I hear
front
you.
three. I agree with this front three. I'm not. Listen, I'm not pushing. For Mount to start. Maybe Mount can come off the bench. Uh, but yeah, I think so. I agree. But again, Miss, it'll be interesting to see if Ziyech is actually ready to start. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And actually,
Hmm.
would he bring up the intensity right from the beginning? Because I guess he's not started right since his recent injury.
No, nope.
He's not started. Yeah. So maybe this match
Or did
might be
he?
the
Did he start one of the
opportunity.
match? Did he start Newcastle? He might have started Newcastle.
Did he?
I think he might have. Yeah.
So whatever it is, I think so. This match might be the platform to give it to Ziyech and to bring the pace back up. Uh, but yeah, I think so. I agree with this front three. Whichever ways you can put Mount's name beneath Ziyech if you want to,
Yeah,
maybe just
you
as
could
an
probably put Mount's name beneath Pulisic as well. I mean, he could possibly start either side.
yeah.
Whatever the case is, we want a strong lineup. This is the lineup we're going with, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are saying back four. Shubhajyoti are saying back four. I can't see how Thomas. I would love him to use the back four. I really would, but he doesn't use it, especially against a team like Middlesbrough that has a back three with wing backs. I think he may use back three as well. Maybe he may use back four because he did that against Spurs. I don't know. Um, but this is the lineup for us, ladies and gentlemen. Kepa, Rudy, Silva, Chalaba, Aspilicueta, Alonso, Kovacic, Jorginho, Ziyech, Pulisic, Havertz, maybe could be Mount. Um, let us know your thoughts on the lineup. Ishan, score prediction, bro.
No, this is tough, man. I think so. We're gonna win. First of all, first condition: no penalties. No penalties, please.
What's
You
the
know what I mean?
permutation if it's 0-0?
Yeah,
Straight to
extra time.
penalties?
No, extra time and then penalties. It's FA Cup, man. Not Carabao Cup, right?
Yep.
I think so. It's
Oh,
gonna be close, though, miss. I think so. It's
no.
gonna
So you think
be.
it's going to be a difficult game?
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. But I think so. We should be good to win. I'll go 2-1. 2-1 Chelsea.
Live chat is very confident. 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 2-1. Ishan is saying 2-1. I'm going 3-1. I'm going 3-1. Maybe they have a goal in them, but we should be able to put away maybe three. Kai Havertz. I'm looking for Kai Havertz to really impose himself again. He missed out on against Lille, so I'm thinking Kai Havertz could do a bit of a trick. Yeah, that's our prediction, ladies. S. Roy 4-0. Nanda Kumar 3-1. Wet like Abdul 3-0. Yeah. HZ season. Let's slap a wet like Abdul. Ladies and gentlemen, look. Hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Smash the like button. 17 likes away. Let's get the likes to 100. 17 more likes to get to 100. We've got more than 130 people live right now. Let's get those likes up. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check out Ishan and his socials in the description. Hope you guys have enjoyed this preview for Middlesbrough versus Chelsea in the FA Cup quarter-final. Check out all the other streams we've done today. That will be the wrap for today. I'll go to bed now. Maybe when I wake up, late UK time, there could be a Chelsea news blitz. Do look out for that. Haters season, brilliant stream, man. Thank you so much. Tobago, hit the like button, people. Tyrell, please like everyone. There you go. Guys, only 11 more likes to 100 likes. Let's get there. Until next time, everyone, take care and see you.